sound of the people is CTR.
What's the name again? Voiceover guy, tell the people what we're listening to.
Chart Topper Radio.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chart Topper Radio with some massive news for you and an album review. Just because, why not put them in all into the same video? I thought, just get them out of the way, get all the content out, get it to the people as quick as possible. Why not? But before we start the video, guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. But let's get into it. Death Row Records. If you don't know Death Row Records, it was one of the biggest hip-hop record labels, if not just record labels of the 1990s. Snoop Dogg's bought it. Yeah, Snoop Dogg has bought Death Row Records. Why, I'm not too sure, but I've got a pretty good idea. The albums that are under this record label are phenomenal. You've got his album, obviously Doggy Style, that came out in 1993, probably one of his most successful albums. Defo, one of the best debuting albums of all time. You got to think of, when you think of debut albums, especially in hip hop, you think of things like Get Rich or Die Trying, Marshall Mathers LP. Doggy Style is definitely up there. One of the best albums of all time in hip hop. And also you've got The Chronic by Dr. Dre under there. You got a couple of great songs by the Dog Pound. You got Dog Food, the album by the Dog Pound under there. Tupac's got an album under there. All Eyes on Me, the album that he brought out before he passed away, sadly. So there's a lot of content on that record label, and a lot of people are wondering, is he going to start signing people back to the label? Is he going to start releasing music under the label? Now, I can tell you for a fact, he is going to start releasing music under the label. That is an answer I can give you right now, because he is planning to release an album coinciding with his Super Bowl performance coming up very, very soon. And it's going to be released under Death Row Records. So we definitely know he has got plans for the record label. He didn't just buy it just so it can sit on his shelf. I think he's planning on bringing it back, maybe just for himself, but maybe he's going to sign more artists to it. I think it'd be a fantastic get if people can sign to Death Row Records, bring it back, bring old school hip hop back to the forefront of music. It would be brilliant. It would be great to see Death Row Records back, especially with management that's probably more better for these times. I don't think the management style from the 90s would work today. I don't think Suge Knight's got anything to do with it. That's just a guess from me. No, obviously he's got nothing to do with it. I mean, I hope not anyway. That guy wasn't exactly the best person to work with in the 90s. So moving on. Yeah, Snoop Dogg has got an album coming out. I believe it's next week, and it's going to be under Death Row Records. So hopefully it'll be off to a good start. But we definitely know the Super Bowl performance. I think some of his music from that performance is going onto the album. Now, moving on to the album that came out today that I had to listen to and thought I'd give it a quick review. We've got Ethereal by SNOT. If you don't know SNOT, he's pretty good. Go check him out, especially after this album review. So we've got Ethereal. In my opinion, I had my expectations low. I don't mind SNOT. I think he's quite good. I think the single that I brought out a couple of days ago that I reviewed on this channel was going to be on there, and it was on the album. And I thought it was a very, very good album. So I thought I'd check out the album when it came out. So the single influenced me, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm getting all muddled up. I'm saying the single influenced me to check out the album. It's basically what I'm saying. Anyway, moving on. You've got that song on the album, which is a highlight for me. For me, I went in with low expectations, and I was satisfied with it. I thought it was quite a decent album. Could it have been better? Yes, as with most projects, it could have been better. I thought the production was a bit basic. That'd be one of my criticisms of the album. Definitely, the production could have had a bit more. I don't know, pizzazz. That's the word I'm going to use, pizzazz. But as far as the features, you've got Juicy J on there, very good. You've got Joey Badass, which in my opinion, I believe the song's called How You Feel. It's probably one of the best songs on there, alongside Doja with ASAP Rocky, which is a single that I was talking about before. With that being said, you have got a couple of good songs on here from SNOT by himself, where he appears on the song with no features, which are very good as well. I'm just going to have a look at some of them now. There we go. We got High IQ, which in my opinion, apart from the features, featured songs on this album, is the best song. It's very, very good. It's a great listen. Go check that one out if you haven't listened to High IQ on this album. If you're not going to check out the whole album, that's fine. It's only 35 minutes long, so it wouldn't take that much time out of your day. But go and listen to High IQ, and then go and listen to Doja and How You Feel by Joey Badass and A$AP Rocky, respectively. But what else have you got? You've got the last song, which is actually the outro, but it's a nice little 2-minute singing segment from SNOT. It's very good. Go listen to that. What else have you got on here? Let's have a look. Yeah, you got Fighting Me as well. That's another great song by SNOT that is on this album. Go and listen to that. But guys, that's basically my opinion of the album. I mean, I know it's a bit of an up and down video today, but I thought I'd get it out as soon as possible. The news was the most important thing to me, but then I thought I'd just chuck in a nice little album review for you guys. What are your thoughts on Snoop Dogg buying Death Row Records? I was quite surprised to hear the news, to be honest. If I'm being honest, I'm surprised Dr. Dre didn't try and buy it. I mean, I've not looked into this. Maybe he has, but I would have thought Dr. Dre would have tried to buy this record label, seeing as though he was part owner of it back in the 90s before he left. But with that being said, Snoop Dogg is a great person to own this record label, someone who respects old school hip hop, someone who respects where hip hop has come from. And in my opinion, he's the great person to be captain of that ship. So if he's going to be releasing music on that record label, that's great news. Fantastic news for the new people coming up in the hip hop world, because maybe they could possibly be signed to Death Row Records. You never know. And with SNOT, Ethereal, great album. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10 in my opinion. Once again, could have been better. Went in with low expectations, came out enjoying the album, and I've downloaded a couple of singles off that album. So I would recommend you go and listen to it. Guys, that is going to be it for Friday. If any other news comes out, maybe expect another video today, but that is going to be it for now. Make sure you do like the video. As I say, subscribe to the channel. Sorry, the video's been a little bit up and down, been getting my words muddled up, but I was really excited to find out all this news about Snoop Dogg. I was like, how am I gonna portray my thoughts on the video? And it turns out not very well. But anyway, I hope you have a great Friday, guys. Peace out and enjoy your weekend.
Chart Topper Radio.